Alrighty, hello again. We are on part 68, and it's more city building. Wow, unbelievable. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started for today. I went ahead and took my second final exam today, so I just woke up from a nap. I had to take it at like 10 in the morning. I stayed up late to study, so the sleep schedule's getting a little wacky again. But regardless of that, last episode we went ahead and finished the other layers in this apartment building. And we've gone ahead and got it started on the restaurant bar that I was talking about. So we are getting some stuff done, doing pretty solid. It will be quite a while before we get to move villagers in. Also, I did not have a totem, which was a little wacky because I was other stuff. So yeah, I'll always remember. And we're gonna switch out the slabs with something better at some point, probably like wooden slabs or something. But not able to really ride it too well. At least I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, restaurant bar. We need to get to work on hollowing out a bunch of the buildings, and we also need to sort a ton of shit. So that'll be fun. Here we go. So that's all flattened. Um, we just need to extend this back a little later, but we're actually not going to do that quite right. There we go. Now it should be we hit F5. Yep. So it is this part here that needs to be done. There we go. Go ahead and hit F5 again. But yeah, everything's been going fairly well for myself. I'm heading back home for an entire week, so I won't be able to stream it all during as well. I'm not gonna have access to my computer, obviously. That'll be something to keep an eye out for. I'm leaving on the 9th, I want to say. Actually, no, it's the 7th, and I get back on the 16th. I'm gone for 9 days. It won't be too terrible. Like I've been doing a whole lot recently, anyway. But when I come back, I have some schoolwork and stuff that I won't be able to stream like straight away. But still be trying to stream like a lot more. Considering it's summer, I won't have as much to worry about this time around. There we go. I'd say we got a nice extra bit of space. Like we need a whole bunch more than that. We do need to figure out some things. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ghost Teaser. Or sorry, Go Teaser. Sorry, that's my bad. But hey, welcome. I haven't screwed up the chat bot today because I ignored everybody yesterday because I forgot I screwed up my chat bot. Doesn't even people message, so I felt bad about that. But this time it's not goof. But either way, welcome. Just a hardcore world. I did not mean to. Why did I pull this back up? Because I needed to send this out. But yeah, we're currently on day 675, so we definitely got a nice bit of progress. And I'm just kind of doing some stuff while I still got the time. So yeah, I really need to start putting the day counter back in the title, but I'm kind of waiting till I hit day 1000 to start doing that. just, I did it when I hit like day 500 and for a little bit after that, but it's fine. Like day 500 is fine, but I'm in fact not on day 500 anymore. But we're gonna I'm just working on a city, by the way. I feel like I should explain some things, but yeah, with nearly 700 days, I have to have something for me to do because I've kind of run out of actually important farms and like, infrastructure things that I wanted to build. So I've gone ahead and terraformed an entire island to just be an island instead of like actually part of like a. Instead of it being a peninsula, it's an entire ass island now. 'Cause it used to be connected to all this, drained an entire swamp pretty much. And I could make more OP farms, yeah, but like I just need like because I don't want to make anything too extra for now because I still want to do other stuff. But I'm planning on making a gold farm and a bartering farm and all that in the future. But I just kind of don't really want to for a while. But we got our room dug out here. So what I've been doing instead is I've been building like an entire city from like the ground up pretty much. It's been going all right. I'm kind of running out of space again. I need to go make another poker box. Not like it'll matter. I mean, hell, I even built a shulker farm out in the distance over there. Can't quite see it yet. All this is placeholder stuff, and then I have to redo that part. I think the rooms are large enough. I just need to, I need to redo the walls in all these places and add in some glass, but it's pretty much good. We got our funny gunpowder farm, and I've got some of the, like, planning done for some of the later parts, which is why there's, ominously terracotta and stone, like, everywhere. But it's just kind of like laying the groundwork. I need to empty this again. Damn, that thing has really been producing. But yeah, I got to make a gold farm and stuff like that at some point. Is well, it's the thing though. I don't need to. Like that's why I held off on doing stuff like that because I don't need gold at least for right now. Like, if I wanted to be fair, I could make one and I could just start eating golden apples permanently. But I've got manual shulker farm. That's all right. But I got a manual shulker farm. I got an iron farm. I've got an actual like automatic shulker shell farm. That one's pretty wild. And I need like shulker boxes. But then I got a trading hall and I got a wither skeleton farm. I got pretty much everything I could need, but I am definitely still short a couple of things. Like again, gold farm, bartering farm, I guess, because that's both of those are going to be on the roof as well. But I think it'll matters. Glad certify. Alright, good to know. Yeah, because the other thing too is I'm building a lot more like simpler farms, so but I'll give it a look on YouTube. We'll see how that. And we gotta bring a couple of these. But I don't need anything with too crazy like rates or nothing. I just need something that's, like half decent. Like again, like the shulker farm is definitely not the most efficient, but you saw in there I had like 8 shulker shells, and because these things are close enough to my base to always be loaded, I pretty much don't have anything to worry about. We're gonna go ahead and dump a bunch of this garbage away. I'll have to sort it later. I just don't need to right now. Oh, and I guess I better show off the Giga project. I'm taking a little hiatus from it, but once I'm done with my final exams here in a couple of days, and I won't be taking a hiatus on it. In fact, I'll have to like double down and get a ton of work done on it. But you might have noticed we've got, map of my base. That's pretty cool. That's just normal. The whole island, shulker farm, iron farm, shulker farm, gunpowder farm, and, various things that I've terraformed, like made this whole mountain from scratch, made this hill from scratch, terraced all this land because it used to be like actually, I should be able to check it still. It was an old growth pine taiga with the terrain to match, and I, caused a little bit of extinction on all the podzol I could get a hold of, and it was just a whole thing. But that's been pretty much terraformed, and here's my island up there, and there's that. So let's go say hi. And that is a 3 to 4 map, by the way. So every 1 pixel is 8 blocks. Oh, that's right. I sealed this off for a little bit. Oh yeah, duh, I need to, I should have used the other tunnel, that's kind of the point, but I literally went ahead and made another tunnel here recently that I can still get to just as easy. Right here, you'll see it here in a sec. I had to build an ice boat path out just because I wanted some, quick way to get there without having to, not having to waste fireworks. But now that I have infinite gunpowder, I don't need to do that anymore. But there it is. This is a 256 diameter sphere. I have only built 50 layers, so it is only a fifth of the way done, and that took 2 weeks to do, which was just for a fifth for 2 weeks. So I've been taking a break from it to go focus on building and whatnot, but and all these are empty up here. That's how much terracotta I've used. I've used 19 shulker boxes of red terracotta, and you know, I got a little bit of stuff, but making perimeters, that's always fun. To be fair, they are kind of wacky, but I haven't had to I haven't really had to make one yet, surprisingly. Like I think I still have to do a bunch of spawn proofing in some caves under my base, but because I've already got a lot of shit cut off and I got a lot of stuff lit up, I don't really worry about that anymore. Oh, but I did have to worry about it for the Wither Skeleton farm. That sucked, but yeah, we're about a fifth of the way there on the sphere. Gonna be 256 blocks tall, and it's pretty much going up to the new world height of like what 320 or 319. That's pretty cool. And it's gonna house like an entire city. And I'm not gonna leave too much empty space, but because the city is gonna be so fucking massive, I've gotta work on it for a couple of years. Which is kind of the point, so I always have something to do if I want to, you know. But that's something I can worry about for another day. I've just been taking it easy the past couple of days. I've had to study for finals, and there's just a lot of stuff going on for me right now. But yeah, look at it being big. That's pretty cool. Took like a week to get all that terracotta and glass too. I had to build a whole like super smelter and everything. Then I had to make a lava farm for it and all that stuff. But you know, it's gonna be worth it. 'Cause I think it's just gonna be cool. Okay, so somehow I still, oh there we go. Make sure we get boost. Oh hell, I could even use this tunnel and everything. Forgot this one was here. I'm gonna have to empty out some of my farms at some point. But anyways, let's get back to doing what I was supposed to do. We gotta go. Oh, and I need to go get more wood to fill that back in. But fun fact about this whole village, I'm actually going to be putting villagers in here, and if I've done it correctly, I should literally be able to just have them kind of repopulate starting here. Farmers and the actual like carrot and potato farms are going to have. And when I get all the beds in place, they should slowly start to repopulate the whole village with, just villagers. And that totally will not be laggy at all. No, it's not like I live right fucking down there. It's like 3 feet away from here at all times, and totally not lag out my computer to an unholy degree. And my keyboard's lagging, that's cool too. But regardless of that, I guess we still need to do a couple of things. I need wood. I have no wood. Okay. Alrighty, I seem to have left it up there, so we're gonna move some of these shulkers, but we're gonna put in some wooden fences as well. Just to get some stuff done. I got enough logs. I still have enough fences. And we just need to bring in some cobblestone as well. That's enough. We'll bring that. And my keyboard is lagging today. Damn, that's crazy. Hopefully that fixed it a little bit. I might have to replace the batteries again soon, but sometimes it just gets spotty connected. I'm using a wireless keyboard. I don't quite have the money yet to replace it, but I'm getting close. So. And we're not gonna be really redoing a whole bunch of the floors and walls. Like we'll, make the floors out of like stone and all that, but they're gonna be redone to be like something else in the future, and I don't know what that something else is quite yet, but I know it's just gonna be something else. So, but I at least want this for now, just for a kind of a look or whatever. But Yeah, we need to go ahead and get logs here. I don't know why I've literally put these down if I'm just gonna get rid of them, but whatever. And this is where our fences would go. And I know there's a bunch of torch spam and all that too, but I just can't be bothered to get rid of it right now. Also because there's really no reason to. But I'm just focusing on getting a lot of the structure done first, and then, once we got all the different houses built and all that, that's when we'll start going back through again to work on all the interiors and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that should be pretty fun actually. I got enough materials for it, so. We have a little bit of a cobblestone there we need to switch out and switch this stuff up. These are my cobblestone slabs. I can't actually quite switch these out all the way. I also didn't have enough space for that slab. That's cool. Now, at some point, I probably should switch these out with like just stone or something, like stone slabs instead of cobblestone slabs, but like they're all kind of just temporary things, so they at least look passable for now, and then, later on when I do that interior work, I just talk a little bit better. Yeah, whatever, I'll just use the shovel. I definitely forgot I blocked it. Yep, 2 of them in fact. I still have this little bit of dirt that needs to go. Here we go, it's a little better. It should still be in here. Oh, did I already put it down? I think I did. I gotta put some stuff away because I'm running out of space again. And I did actually. Just connect to that apartment building right next. It does. Might be able to do something with this actually. That's pretty convenient. We probably have another little like back door here, just because. Okay. all we have to do is excuse me. All we have to do is just replace the ceiling. And, oh, we honestly should be pretty much set. Here we go. And we'll take some of the andesite we've got as well to replace this floor. Make it all andesite for now. Most of it, I guess. I have a little bit left over. One, singular, so okay. Oh wait, no, we got that little bit of andesite that needs to go anyway, but we'll have it. And we just need cobblestone in here for the ceiling. We ought to be good. We need to use some of this sand a little later too. Yeah, cool thing about this base though, because it's on an artificial island now, but it used to be on an entire peninsula and all that. So just surrounded on water by 3 sides, but there used to be like quite a large land. These up. So I got rid of that, and then I've been able to spawn proof this entire island, like top to bottom. So now literally no hostile mobs spawn here, and you know, obviously since it's hardcore, that's great for me. And I really haven't had a whole bunch to worry about. That's pretty cool. I've had no risk of dying. I've used a totem though, but that's because I fell from like 80 billion blocks just to flex when I had like I got like my beacons installed like a couple of it's only a couple of weeks by now, I think. But either way, I got a bunch of beacons installed, you know, with the resistance and strength and all that regeneration, all that kind of stuff. So I flew up 300 blocks, and I'm like, there's no way this would kill me, right? And it would have killed me if I didn't have a totem. So that's cool. It didn't because I did have a totem, but wow, that was incredibly stupid on my part to do that. But luckily, I will probably never make the same mistake again, at least that time around, so that'll be cool to look forward to. I still need to get rid of some parts up here. But otherwise, we're pretty much set. So, you know, we'll add in like some tables here and all that, and some like not smokers, butchers. They use smokers, but they aren't smokers, obviously. Oh, I did actually have a bunch of spare andesite. Whoops. We should have. Yeah, we still got some cobblestone that needs to go. There we go with that. That there. And I think we're pretty much good. That's cool. Alright, let's go ahead and hop down and see. We'll just double check for anything that looks a little bit off. Everything is consistent, so that's good. Yeah, alright. So the structure of the building is pretty much good. Obviously the stone and the cobblestone are gonna get swapped out at some point, but I've yet to decide with what. You know, we need to get a ton of this gone as well. And we actually need a little bit of extra sand to put here. Just an extra block in the back there. And we need like an extra 3 there. And this has to stay like that, unfortunately. Oh, that's right. There was a 3rd floor I wanted to do. I forgot about that. Oh, shit. Oh, we would have been done. Nah, actually. Fuck this third floor, we're gonna fill that back up later. I don't need any more than 2. Or do I really want a third? I don't know. I wouldn't mind a third floor, but I mean, I guess I might as well. 'Cause I'm already here, but not really that big of a necessity. So, well, none of this is a necessity for God's sake. But no, here I am, still building it anyways. I fucking forgot the sand again. Please, can't keep getting away with this. Come on. There we go. That one filled up quick. I don't think this one should have like an outdoor view though, at the very least. Hmm. Okay, so a couple of things. This needs to be filled up completely. And that's actually where our wall is. It's going to be. And we need to drill in some of these corners. That way we know where to go. Anyway, it looks like a lot of this is already stone, so I don't actually have a whole bunch of work left to do here. Yeah. Alrighty, so we're pretty much set. Now we got the odd little thing here or there. And we just need to fill our corners back in here. But that's a whole nother room that I can use later. That's cool. Pretty useful. Or it will be pretty useful, I should say. Might even just use it for like storage or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got time. But yeah, we need to just make sure we got enough torches, which we do. Spoiler alert, I just want more. And I need to go put away the rest of this stone that's on the ground. I should absolutely try and make a cobblestone farm though, or that requires TNT duping to actually make an automatic one, and I don't really want to use TNT duping, so I've been trying to do this like pretty much as bug and exploit free as possible, and I haven't even used like chunk base either. That's how dedicated I am to it. So I'm, kind of like holding off and building farms like that till like the absolute like last possible time. 'Cause I just, don't really want to. Also TNT duping, like it's not really cheating or nothing. Obviously, I just don't like doing it. Not like I have like a vendetta against it or nothing, but I just really don't want to. We got this building done. I'm pretty content with it, so we're gonna go ahead and pack all this up. We need to move some of this wood out. But yeah, we should be pretty much good to go here. That's another whole building done. And then we'll take a look at it from the outside, but we should. Okay. Is it staying indoors and all? Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, cool. Sick. So it looks pretty solid. Again, you know, we're switching out a lot of stuff in the future and all that. All the stone's gonna get replaced with, I don't fucking know, but it's gonna get replaced with something at some point. And that's pretty much all I'm really able to say because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There's not really some like master plan or some shit. I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along, which is why cobbled. So not too terrible, but definitely a little bit wacky. I need to get a little bit more sand. I can't take it from here because, you know, still my actual beach that I use. Well, not that I use, but it's just here to look nice, and that's about it. So I'll go just steal some sand from here. Should be okay. I'm thinking though, once I'm far enough along in this world, like even farther, I might actually rework. Well, not rework. I would make like entirely new versions of them, but I'll probably consider making like hyper efficient like farms that use like box loaders and all that instead of just you know, just like the iron farm is fine, for example, because it doesn't need to be too fast because it's always loaded. Same with the gunpowder farm. But the gold farm, I'm probably gonna try and make like hyper efficient. The wither skeleton farm, I'd like to make like a really good one with actual perimeter. Got a bunch of it. Because that just would be cool. Not that I have any need to. I'm probably gonna make an actual like fully automatic wither rose farm at some point. I haven't even made one yet, but there's enough stuff I can do. I just choose not to do it. But we'll make some more like efficient shit down the line. It's just not really time yet. This shit's starting to come together pretty well, especially when these houses get done. Like it's gonna look pretty nice. So we're getting there. Going to these out. There we go. And the reason we wanted this sand was because we kind of extend some of this up. Ah, yes, keyboard being slow. I'm just trying to get this to match up a little bit better, so still not the best at terraforming, but I am kind of getting better. Mainly it's just making sure that I don't leave too many aggressively flat spaces or nothing. Like something like that looks pretty good. I can't really extend this out too much further because I still want to know that nice. Do a little. I don't want them going up here, so that's why this stuff is always going to be at least 2 blocks tall. There we go. Or something like that, I guess. It's fine enough. We just need to go back through and light up some bits, and we're pretty much good here. Don't have any more complaints, so. Yeah, that at least looks a little bit like, at least it makes a little bit more sense, but I feel like I still eventually will come back on, to it to work on it some more, but I'm not really bad at it. Structurally, it's fine, so I don't have to do too hard about it. Go ahead and get some of this put away. Alrighty. So now we can either start on these beach houses, we can start on the farming houses in there, start on the woodcutting houses over there, or we can start on the mountain houses or on the mining town, or we can start on the undersea mining part and all that shit. We have a very big amount of choices, but it's so cool. So I don't quite know what I want to do next. Because this was the easiest part because they're meant to be like, bland and like square because they're apartment buildings. Supposed to be more of a city looking area, so of course there's ominously square and bland looking apartment buildings. That's cool. But yeah, I guess now I don't know, we'll just go work on the farming part down here, so go for that. Go ahead and maybe put some cokers out here. And I need a couple of other things. Where's that extra wood? Here it is anyway. There didn't need to really be a fence here, but there does need to be like the actual partition. I still want them to kind of get in and out pretty easy. But yeah, farming houses. What do we want to do here? What do I want? I really put that. There we go. Oh, I needed fences here and some more logs. I need to actually get spruce wood blocks like the one with the bark on all the sides, but we already. And we need to get our fences back. Now, you might notice certain like blocks of grass like this. That's because they're just going to be used for decoration. So they're used for decoration a little bit, but they're also going to I'm also going to be like planting stuff on them. So we might have like a tree or like a couple of bits of bamboo in certain spots here and there for decoration and just just to add some more foliage because I haven't done, and that's kind of intentional for now. But later, that's gonna change. Also, we need to do that. Like we would have like a dirt cube probably here, and then we would just add in some grass at the top, and then I can add in some foliage later. So we're doing pretty solid. Go ahead and put in some extra torches. There are a lot of torches, but more, goddammit. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. They're not going to be able to get over into this area. That's why some of these fence gates are here. So I could still get in here if I wanted to, but they can't. Or if I ever needed to move something, like, then I could still do that just fine. But, yeah, we're doing pretty good. So I guess let's just go ahead and get started on the actual farming house there. I haven't actually had to build like a house in ages, so I've been living out of a cave pretty much for a while. Not really a cave, but glorified cave is pretty much what it is. So but yeah, I want all of them to have like different. Not all these in here. I'm talking about compared to the rest of the village. I want every like little district area to have like their own like kind of feel, their own vibe to it. But, like because these ones are inside of an actual literal hill. I'm actually gonna have to hold these ones off because I need moss and I just don't have moss. Like I need to go bone meal moss because I even have a lush cave like directly below me. But need to actually go get a ton of moss at azaleas. Because I want these to be a lot more like earthly with like moss and dirt, and they're pretty much dirt, moss, and like a little bit of wood, like shacks basically. Where they have like the wooden pillars, but the roof is made out of moss and kind of blends into the actual like top here. And then it's just they're just a lot more like Lord of the Rings, like Hobbit hole kind of things. So you know we'll figure that one out later. This one right here, considering this is supposed to be where I'm gonna because I'm planting an entire like spruce forest down in here and over here. This would probably be a very good place to start because it's just gonna be made out of like spruce wood and cobblestone. And then we can, I just want the basic shapes built up, and then we can maybe add in the roof, but like we don't need to do a whole bunch more than that because we'll do some of the exterior detailing, later on as well. So we're doing pretty good. I need a little bit more light there. But yeah, I'm slowly starting to figure things out. Now, I haven't slept in a bit, I think, and I'm not 100% sure, but we might get phantoms tonight. But another thing too, you can see because of how much of the swamp and all this shit I've drained, and I've lit all this up. There's only like a little bit of stuff spawning, and it's all the way over there and there. So it's been pretty nice. So there's literally no way. I've actually had this slime try and target me, and it was swimming across here, but I've made sure they can't get over here because they can't. They can't even get over the grass blocks here, and they can't get over the fencing either. So they have literally no way to try and hurt. That's been pretty cool. We need to get rid of these finally. But yeah, nothing over here could even like, get aggro at me or any villager. Maybe the villagers if they were over here, but I can just light up a lot more over there and inside these woods. But because of how much I've lit up over here and how like far I am from like a lot of the other land, I only have a little bit more to light up in that area. There's maybe that bit over there. But if I do enough spawn proofing here, literally the only things that could spawn are in like very specific caves, and there's a mine shaft as well. So I pretty much have more or less built like an entire perimeter just by sheer coincidence, I guess. So that's pretty cool. There ain't nothing to really be afraid of anymore other than like phantoms, but phantoms, they aren't really that bad. I've got resistance 2 and strength 2 and regeneration, so they're not gonna hurt. But yeah, cobblestone and wood. So we're going over to here and go ahead and start it on that. And this was just to map the outline of this stuff, by the way. We want this to be made out of spruce. I know I have a lot of dark oak, but I specifically want this to be made out of spruce, considering, they use spruce for everything here, and then they also are literally next to a spruce forest. Like, come on. There's nothing else I could build it out of. I'll make these houses like fairly tall, and I can shorten them later if needed. Oh, I never remade my tree farm. I might have to go do that later. Not might, we're gonna have to, actually. Here's our like support pillars and all that. It's gonna be a 2-story thing as well. So that's kind of why we're doing this. Since this is an inside one, we don't need any like pillar here. But it's probably gonna have like a loft or something, like a raised bed. But the whole point of houses like this, like I know they're very small in footprint, but they're kind of the point. That is kind of the point of them. They're cramped, but they're not like cramped. Like they can still walk around just fine, but they're more meant to be like a little bit more cozy and whatnot. Just because. And we'll go ahead and maybe build up some of the walls here. Still need to make sure to leave in enough space for windows and all that. Like this is probably where like a window would go. I'm not having any here because this house is going to be blocking the way. Here we go. We would probably have one here on the first floor at least. And we can always use like glass panes as well for like added depth and all that kind of good shit. I'll use glass blocks just as a placeholder thing for now. I think I do actually want like a tall window going through here. So we'll have to keep that in mind. There we go. So we would have like a glass window pretty much going all the way up here. We might partition it at some point near the center to kind of have our second floor, I guess. But we don't need to per se. I feel like it might be better to have at least one of these be like a 1-story house, so who knows. I don't know, is 2-story two-story might be too tall, to be honest. It's too small of a footprint to comfortably make it like 2 stories tall. So we're actually going to probably cut this in half. We'll have a 3-block tall like ceiling, and then the roof will be kind of like another like 2 blocks, so it should only be about 5 to 6 blocks tall. That should be like a pretty comfortable amount for it to be. Alright, this is a solid enough height for now. We can worry about it a little later too. Just as long as there's something in place that I can work with. It's not going to be all cobblestone, it's just, I'll have like a mossy cobblestone and maybe like the odd like stone brick here. Well, not really stone brick, but definitely a mossy cobblestone. We might use tuff sometimes as well, but cobblestone's just kind of a nice foundation. Leave it like that. Yeah, window here, window here. Can't really have one here because it's a house. But otherwise it should probably be okay. Don't have any. Dead Bubble Coral does actually probably go pretty well because yeah, it is nice and gray. So welcome back, Jake. But I gotta just I'm just planning out some shit. Ominous skies, well, not really skyscrapers. That's kind of the meant to be really skyscrapers. Because wow, apartment buildings. Might need to build one of these up a little bit more. I forgot to extend these windows out. Oh well. But yeah, we got the funny restaurant bar thing done. That's what that building is there, and it connects back up to the beach. I got 3 rooms hollowed out for it and all that. All we're doing for the city first is just getting all the exterior buildings done, and then later on I'll go ahead and get a ton of the interiors done as well. But I want all the outside bits done first before I start working on the inside. And we're just getting the rough shape as well, so it's not actually like I'm not making them super detailed. They're just gonna have their basic shape, maybe a couple of windows. Same with that kind of stuff. They just need the shape in first, and like pretty much make it like a house, and then we can like texture and detail it later in the interior. But there's a small itty bitty problem. This was where my tree farm used to be, and I have not replaced the tree farm. And I don't plan on using this forest as one. It's just there to look cool. Because, I want to still grow like mega trees. So, what I'm going to do instead is we're just going to go ahead and probably use this ladder. Why did I put these away? But we're going to go ahead and just ladder down pretty much. We're just going to go down a bit. We're going to hollow out like a nice big room and grow trees down there. That'll be cool. Oh, I had all this set aside as well because these are slabs that I ended up like thinking if I didn't know if I wanted to expand my storage or not. That was actually before I had a shulker shell farm. I was like, I'm not going to use shulker boxes for everything, and that only lasted about 2 days before I decided I want to use shulker boxes for everything. So that was cool. I don't think I'll fall into lava, even if I do. Can it even kill me? Because the answer is no, it can't, because I get fire resistance for popping a totem, so can't do shit. Go ahead and build this up. There we go, should be good. And I pretty much just hollow this thing out. Yeah, day 6, 7, 8. That's pretty nifty. Getting farther and farther along each day. Oh, I mean, wow, that's how time works, spoiler alert, but you know what I mean. Kind of. Alright, so good thing we found this out now before it was an issue later. I might have run into my... Oh wait, no, this is just an underwater cave. Huh. Oh, this is the brewing room, fun fact. Or was the brewing room at this point, considering it's going to inevitably disintegrate here. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I'll have to move those brewing stands later. 405. Definitely coming along too. It's just like literally can't speed it up anymore, to be fair, just without having to sleep every night. Actually, I haven't even been sleeping the past couple nights. That's good. But still fun as hell though. I'm still not really like bored or running out of things to do, which is pretty good. Because normally by now I would have ran out of things to do. And wow, I haven't this time. That's good. I need to make sure to seal some of this. That is a very specific angle. Wow, huh? It's like you can't even see the water because you can't. And I need to put some stuff away. Damn, that's how it's gonna be, huh? Need to start putting away some of this. And I need another. I gotta start making all my shells into boxes. Yeah, it's honestly probably one of the best features of this game is just, you're never truly out of things to do. Yeah, it's been nice. $30, very well spent. But I kind of have a hard time staying motivated for some things. But that's kind of the nice thing too, because I'm aware of that. I can just, if I'm not motivated, like with the sphere for right now, then I can just go do something else. Or I can go build a farm or do something else. So it works out pretty well. I think I'm gonna have to make this even taller because I'm growing mega spruce trees in here, not just like the bitty tiny. Going very big. That's also why I'm making such a huge room. I'll also I'll probably plant some bamboo down here, or I'll make like a separate room for it. But I'm gonna probably plant my because I haven't actually. Well, I don't really have a reason to grow it either. I don't really use it for automatic fuel or nothing because I have that lava farm, and the lava farm isn't. I don't do any more like smelting in bulk like that. I haven't really had a need to. Yeah, if you're trying to do like guardian farms or empty out any body of water in general, it is just awful. Hitting on. At some point, I'm gonna have to build a guardian farm because it's one of the last big things. but I need more sponges. And I will literally do whatever I can to procrastinate. And getting full netherite's at least good though. Like it's not really like unhealthy procrastination. Still get some use out of it. Oh, there was one day I actually had to procrastinate so much I had to get like an extra like 4 netherite ink. Well, 109 diameter durian. That is quite big. Imagine having a big though. I gotta start working on the sphere again. I'm planning on it soon enough, but I just haven't really had a reason to for a while because I'm kind of distracted with school. Oh, we're near axolotls. That's cool. But I've been busy with college and all that. And, you know, it's like finals week, but I've got my second final done. It's my second hardest one. So the easiest ones are literally tomorrow and Sunday. That's very good. So I'm pretty much done with this semester for now. Then I'm heading back home for like a week, so I actually won't even be able to stream for quite a while. So like all of next week, I'm gonna be like just streaming a lot to make up for that. As in, I'm gonna try and build like at least 10 layers per day. Yeah, I'm getting my I am getting my life together pretty well, and I don't really have too much to worry about anymore. This is that like my first exam I took, you know, was like yesterday, and it was my hardest math class, and I felt like I at least did good enough on it to not fail. And that's all I literally needed to do was just not fail, and I don't think I did. So that's good. Don't know what I got yet on it, but again, don't felt like I failed, so hey, I'll take it. All I asked for when I was taking it anyway. Let's see here. We need to go 4 blocks out. Tropical fish. And we need to pop the bed down. But I'm gonna be taking a bus ride for 5 hours in a couple of days, like next weekend. I'm going back home for a bit. Is wow, they've actually they have public transportation to an extent in the United States, but it's like very shitty, but only sometimes. Like here I get a direct like I can go directly from like the you know, I'm in Central Florida and then I'm going back home in like Southwest Florida. And it's like a 200-mile like trip or so, and it's only gonna take like 5 hours by bus, so it's pretty good. Oh, see, I've had that happen too, where I take an exam and I'm like, damn, I actually felt good taking that, and then I get my results back, and yeah, the reason I felt good, you know, taking it was because I was too fucking stupid to realize, wow, I fucked up so indescribably much that now I have like a went from like an A to like a C, which uh-oh, like that's not supposed to happen. Like I've had that happen a couple of times, and it's good when it actually does work out, but I've had it where like I felt like I did good, and then the reason I felt like I did good was because I was completely oblivious of the fact that no, I completely butchered it and had no idea what I was talking about. Or I like got things mixed up too many times to where like I did kind of have the right idea, but I like forgot one step again and again, and I just kept doing it the whole test, so it felt like I knew what I was doing, but I just forgot it just long enough to be annoying. A little frustrating. I don't think I've had that happen in a little while though, but damn, it sucks when it does. And I gotta go clear these at some point. And we're hollowing out the corners here so I know where I actually need to mine. Shouldn't be too much longer though. Here we go. Gone ahead and hit our edge here. Yep, alrighty, so all we need to do is just hollow this part out and then just look out pretty much. I got gravel now that I have to fill. Damn, that's not cool. Oh yeah, I'm really hoping because I'm hearing my first results back supposedly on the well, on tomorrow actually is when I should be hearing back. Looking forward to it. I literally in that class I was just aiming for at least like a B, and if I don't get a B then I get a C, which is still passing by like a fair amount. So the worst I could possibly do on that exam before I literally failed the class would be like a 43%. So that's why I wasn't too worried about like failing. I wanted to try for a B, but if I didn't get a B, I would, I'd still be okay. And then for like my accounting class, if I still wanted to try and get a B, which I really wanted to get a B this time, I had to get like at least a 62.5. So also don't have to be too worried about failing that either. Because, get anything less than that would, and especially because I actually kind of knew what I was doing. Like I, studied the material. I felt at least decent enough taking it. And even if I do get a C in there, it's not really, but I just have to be careful because if I get too low and it screws with my GPA too, getting extra money for. But my next two exams are like easier classes. They're just for marketing and management, so I'm not too worried about it. Like I'll just study, like the morning, of the exam because I've done all the work before. So just studying is like a refresher. Really isn't too big of a deal. But it ought to be fun. And that actually should be the main floor here done. Now all we need to do is just kind of get rid of this stuff here. And then we need to go put away all this extra shit. And then I just need to plant a little bit of dirt on the ground. I forgot to get rid of that torch. There we go. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a tree farm. It's nothing automatic or anything. It's just literally a hole in the ground where I can just go plant some trees. There should be enough like height and they should be separate enough from the block so it should actually grow bone meal. Because I have so much bone meal I can afford to just have like the one here. Just bone meal it whenever I want a tree or whatever. Not epic. Here we go. Go ahead and put that down. That should be about enough space. I don't really think I need too much. Actually, I need to 4, and that's 3. So if I wanted to, I could just push this wall back by like 1 and pretty much call it good. I'll do it just for the sake of being symmetry and all that. Might as well. It's not really too much extra work to just shave away another little layer. And then we're gonna bake the torches into the walls here so that way they're not actually gonna be within. Just to be sure there's nothing weird happening. I literally have fucking scaffolding. Why am I doing this with stone? I've gone so far out of my way to make scaffolding with all that bamboo and the string, and I just keep forgetting to use it half the damn time. Lucky. Not really too big of a deal to be fair because I have Instamine, but if this wasn't Instamine, then it would have been a lot more useful. But it's Instamine, like I've just said, so it's not too big. I mean, this is honestly the first world I've really had like an actual like serious amount of scaffolding in, to be completely honest. And it was only by like necessity for that gunpowder farm. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even have gone for it. Because I always try and go get bamboo, but like I don't use it for fuel. I didn't really use it for decoration before, and it just kind of like sat in my base doing nothing, and then it was just. Oh, I actually did. I actually have made a bamboo farm though once before, and it was only to turn it into sticks to go trade for emeralds. And that other hardcore world that I have, it's only got 200 days or something in it, so it's still like fine. But I got like full netherite and all that kind of shit. Like it's all fully protected, but it's not really like anything too stellar because I was working on a house, and then that's when I pretty much stopped playing on it. I can still play on it if I really want to. I just don't want to. Is the problem. I haven't had any motivation or reason to work on that one compared to this one and ever. So it's really not too bad. But yeah, it looks like we got got enough space dug out here. We'll dig out just a tiny little bit more. So if I ever need like shulker boxes or something, they can just kind of get dropped off in there. I'm gonna need a crafting table. Oh yeah, I've done that before too. Like it helps. Like it's good. Especially good on like, servers and just shit like that. But yeah, bamboo is fully renewable fuel and all that. Well, not fully renewable. I mean like fully automatic. So that's like the only merit it has. But you know, I don't need that to fuel a super smelter or anything, which is why I've avoided building it for so long because I don't need it for a super smelter. I got lava now. Now that I got a lava farm, it's literally not important. This is just here so I can put in shulker boxes later. I thought I had I had a brown shulker box in here. I wonder if I did something with that by accident. Oh well. Anyways, this should be tall enough to comfortably grow a spruce tree. If not, we still have like 8 more like solid blocks of leeway, so I can just go dig some more. Oh, I did actually leave my brown shulker box up here already. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave away some of this stuff for now. And I need to resort some of these later. I just don't need to for now. And we're gonna grab the greenery box. There should be one. Oh, I moved it somewhere. Oh, I definitely moved it somewhere. Oh, it's because it also has my It also because it has a ton of bone meal in it. I was still using it for white concrete. I was using the bone meal to make diamond concrete powder. So that actually needs to be moved. Oh, are they actually like close enough to have like a double blaze spawner? Because I've seen them before where they're close enough, but like it's fairly rare. It definitely is useful when it happens. It's hard to have it happen consistently. I actually do kind of like making double spawner farms because they're like unique every like the idea is still the same of like how they should be made, but they're unique every time, so it's like genuinely a fun challenge. Um, like I need to expand these windows as well at some point. Actually no, I don't. They've got enough on the back. I feel like something should. Well, maybe we'll add. I don't know. I don't know what else I can do here. We got the windows on the other side as well. I don't want it to just be like two sets of because they're not staring at anything here. That was kind of why I only like I only matched these up with this just for it to be consistent. But to have anything else would just be kind of weird. So we probably won't even like extend those over or nothing. But I'll have to figure out what to do with that blank wall. And we're just building this tree farm just so I can get some more wood for that. And let me double check. We still got our minecart in there. That's good. They're still being wacky and shooting shulker bullets. That's cool. But yeah, all we'll do is we'll just head down here and go put the shulker box down. Yeah, there's a you have to like find like the midpoint between them and all that shit because they're very picky for whatever reason about. I think it's like a 15 block difference or whatever. It's something like that. Like you have to be 15 blocks away from a spawner, and if you're any more than that, then it won't like spawn anything. So that's kind of the hardest part of it, honestly. Oh, it's 16. All right, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair enough amount. So if you can get the if you can find like the midpoint between them, that's where your collection area goes, and then you build the rest of the farm to accommodate for the for the AFK spot in the collection and all that shit. Because you literally don't have another choice. Oh my god, not using torches? This is unheard of. Dang. First time I've ever actually not had to use torches, really. That's cool. Give me a second here. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and bone meal this tree. It should be enough space for it to grow up pretty tall, so. Now, see, when it takes this many, that's usually never a good sign. Okay. That's not good. It should never take this fucking many. Uh-oh. So we need to make this taller. Also, imagine having a bad nether fortress. I got really lucky with my nether fortress. I spawned in one as soon as I went through the nether, and then it was just all uphill from there. Because it was in a Soul Sand Valley as well, which made it even easier to work with. Because I also could repurpose it later with the Wither Skeleton farm that I got. I got extremely lucky with mine. I had like 2 blaze spawners in it, and I broke one of them on purpose for the. But it worked out pretty well in the end. Now we need to, unfortunately, get all this hollowed out. So I need to go along and find some. There we go. One in the corner. And another corner already. I actually haven't done any Bastion raids yet because I haven't really had to go out and explore for one. I probably will here in the near future, honestly, just to kind of prep for the ward. Otherwise, I just kind of ignored them. They're definitely fun. I just, have to actually go out and do them is all I find them. I'll probably drink like a fire resistance potion and then just literally like, go like straight for like the chest and shit. I actually made a golden helmet not too long. Well, I say not too long ago. 300. I made a golden helmet that's like fully enchanted with like everything you can. Protection 4, Aqua Affinity, all that shit, and like Respiration 3, Unbreaking 3, Mending. And I'm actually gonna make another one with Fire Protection 4 on it, because I should be able to max out all my fire protection if I have 3 pieces of Protection 4, then 1 piece of Fire Protection 4. Supposedly that makes it so you get like the max amount of fire protection. So I'm gonna work for that. But it ended up, being pretty useful for, getting some piglins. Just good. It wasn't really too hard to make since I got that trading hall, but it's definitely a nice flex to have. But I wonder how much gunpowder there's gonna be this. Not gunpowder, I don't know why I said gunpowder, I meant gravel. But, yeah, I gotta make a new gold helmet, just with fire protection 4 on it. And I'll probably wear that when I'm out in the nether. Because I can. That means I might actually have to do stuff at the villager trading hall again. I haven't done that in pretty much once it was fully completed with like sharpness 4 and all that stuff and like smite, I was good. I might actually have to put in a new one with 5 protection 4, and I think there's one of the helmet enchantments I'm missing as well. That's something else that needs to happen. And of course I have none of the trident or crossbow enchantments on account of not owning a trident or a crossbow. And I could own a crossbow at least, but I simply just do not want to. Because I don't really I don't have too much use for them. I don't really like shoot fireworks out of them, and that's pretty much all you want. Oh, actually, I would need one with like piercing 4 on it for the what is it, the herbalistic achievement where you shoot like 5 mobs at the same time and kill all of them with one. So that's pretty much the only time I would ever need piercing. But it's really not too big of a deal regardless. 3, 1. Dude, now what are you telling me I have to actually bridge out? I have to fucking bulk out this wall too, damn it. Not that big. I had another fucking wall I need to extend. And it's in the water as well. Oh yeah, Frostwalker can be solid. It's nice, like very like sometimes, but it's I don't know, it's kinda niche. Oh, there's actually well I don't think it's a thing anymore, but I think they used to be able to make like Frostwalker bridges basically in the end where like you'd have like a flying machine duplicate water and then you'd have like an armor stand with Frostwalker boots on. It would get pushed along and it turn all the water source blocks into ice. And then since ice doesn't melt in the end, you could literally just like auto bridge all the way as far out as you wanted to, which was pretty nifty, but oh, now it comes the other fun part, or unfun part, I guess, depending on how you look at it, where I basically just do this again, because I seem to not know how to count. Which is not a good thing to not know, considering that's going to be my job soon, is knowing how to count money. Oops. Let's see here, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, going to be 3 blocks, 3 blocks, okay, yeah. And we have some water here that needs that stuff, and I think it's time now, actually. Oh. Actually, this wasn't even too bad compared to the other one. Yep, it's already done. Cool, alrighty. All my saplings are gone now. Put them back in. Alrighty, now it should actually probably be okay. Probably, no clue. I think it's okay. I should have definitely used Fortune 3 for some more cobble. I literally am gonna need cobble. Now I should be able to bone meal this pretty easy. Come on. There's so much height, you fucking baby. Not cool. It's because of the fucking glowstone or something? Like, how much height do they need to grow? How much fucking, like, how much wider would I need to make this damn room? Come on. Jesus, dude. I could have sworn this was at least enough space for it, but I'm gonna check the wiki because they should have a They should have something that talks about like the growing conditions to make one of these like tiger trees. But it's a lot of space already. I might have to literally lower the floor down. I thought this was enough. Like what the hell? Like one more, I guess. No, it's still just not tall enough, I guess. Well, let's find out. Tree. So a 3x3 area centered on the centered at the saplings. Okay, so 2x2 spruce trees require a 5x5 column unobstructed space of at least 14 blocks above the saplings to grow. 15 including the saplings themselves. So it's centered on the northwestern sapling. So they need a 5x5 centered on the northwest sapling. So I should be facing west and then north. So this one here. But they do have that. And do they have enough height? I'm literally on the wiki right now and it says they need to have like a 5x5 centered on the northwestern, sapling, which would be this one here, most north and west. So, and it's a 5x5 centered on it. So this needs to be clear, this needs to be clear, this needs to be clear, this needs to be clear. And I even have well over that. And then I think the only thing I have fucked up is the height, I guess. But even then, that shouldn't be an issue either. So the bottom there is... Oh, actually, no, I do, because I forgot to dig out this part. Oh, okay. I literally fucking forgot to do the thing. That was the point of this. Oh, dude. Oh my god. No, this... Okay. It should actually be fine after this. I'm just a bozo. Okay. This should be more than plenty of space after this is done, because it needs 15 blocks, and it looks like we only had 13, actually. Just by, like, eyeballing it, so... Oops. That one was just completely on me, I guess, but oh well. Easy enough fix, considering I already did most of the work. I just need to, carve out just this little bit, and then I just work on the floor here. Damn, I am not doing too well today mentally, I guess, to fuck that one up. And again, I haven't really had a reason to, like, in a while. Or not, like, underground. It's been a long time since I've actually even tried to grow. I have done it in the past before, because why, it's possible, but... Hell, I could have just literally went to, like, one of the big-ass caves that are under here and just redid that. Probably would have made my life a little bit easier, but... I don't know. remembering to use fortune so I can get some cobble out of it. At least. I'm not just gonna put down the smooth stone that I already have and just turn it. Alrighty, now without a doubt, probably without a doubt, should be good. I don't think there's anything left to worry about. We're just gonna go ahead and put away our glowstone into these corners. And we'll go ahead and grab just a little bit of stone. But this should actually, 100% actually be good. I don't think I have anything to worry about. So we are on Y level 30 and coming all the way up to here. And it already fucking grew, so literally right in front of me, it just didn't have enough height. So the block we're looking at here with this diorite is at Y53, so we got 23, basically 22 blocks of height to work with. So definitely playing that for a spruce tree at least. Good. Yep. I'm a dumbass. It was height. It was height the whole time. I just wasn't sure. Oh yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and farm some wood. Oh, and my host got a Fortune 3 on it, by the way, so apparently I got a 1 in 10 chance of getting a sapling every time I pick a leaf. Also, it clears them out quicker than just waiting for them to decay, obviously, so that's also kind of why I do this. Especially when it's underground and I only have like one spot to grow them. There we go. There we go. Sweet, so this does work. Don't really need to do too much of this. Just those two trees, or this tree should probably be enough. Oh yeah, honestly spruce is my favorite wood too. It's probably up there with dark oak and well like strict birch log specifically, but it's for the houses I'm getting ready to build. Because a lot of these actual like houses, not like apartment buildings, but just genuine houses, they're gonna be a mix of like cobblestone and spruce logs and spruce wood planks, all that kind of shit. So I needed a lot of them. Which, 2 stacks should be fine for now. I can let these decay. We've got enough excess saplings. But I need all of them for building and they look cool, so it's a fair trade-off, honestly. And I need to put a trapdoor up here at some point. Maybe not. I don't know. I like having the daylight kind of like go all the way. It's honestly pretty helpful. not have to do as much lighting all the time. But yeah, you know, they're basically, you know, in case you haven't noticed, most of my base has a lot of spruce wood. That's kind of what half of it's made out of. And so I just need more for that, and I also need more to make some of these actual like houses and cottages. So, and it looks cool, like I said. But mainly I need to start on some. Use the same height. Yeah, it's not quite the same height, but now it is. And we're gonna be having woodcutters live here, cause you know, considering I have so much wood, it only makes sense. I'm planting a whole forest in here. It's just gonna be there for decoration. That's why I have like a whole separate area to grow trees. Because there's gonna be mega spruce trees here, but obviously since they generate podzol, I'm gonna actually have to go through by hand to remove the podzol. But it's really no deal. Gotta pop an ender chest. That's not heavy. That's a pretty fair one. Although I would say like the birch probably should be, well, obviously not should be. It's literally, you know, an opinion piece, obviously. But you know, birch logs like by themselves kind of only work very, you know, like very specific circumstances. But the strict birch logs, dude, and like the actual planks are like a very nice like lighter color and they look pretty good. But yeah, no, jungle and acacia being at or near the bottom is definitely valid because, well, you know, ugly. Oh, but mangrove wood though, with it being like that nice red color, that shit's gonna be pretty nice. Looking forward to that. Ooh, kind of just thought of something. What if I conjoin these houses in some unholy way? What if I just did a little bit of video gaming? Hmm. Hmm. I mean, all the woods are like genuinely useful when you know they're used correctly, but I never have a situation where I ever need, you know, I really like them. Like acacia is orange. It works if you're trying to, you know, use stuff that's orange or make stuff that you know is orange, but otherwise kind of sketchy. I think I'm just gonna conjoin these houses together to be honest, because why not? No reason not to. Well, there's almost certainly a reason to not to, but I, you know, have yet to find it. I'll have to kind of restructure certain things though. Oh yeah, true. The striped logs are good, but jungle always like consistently has like the least like use, at least to me. It's I don't know, it's fine, but it's kind of actually not too bad. Like I've seen people use it in like custom terraforming and all that with like anytime somebody's trying to you know terraform like large bits of like dirt or land, they tend to use like a wood plank specifically as like kind of as a building block, and it can look really good if it's done correctly. But the main issue is, you know, using it correctly. Okay, bye bye. That okay, sure. That all right. That one kind of happened. I mean, yeah, Enderman will teleport to here. Hasn't really been done. But even then, it's not really a big deal because what are they gonna do when they get in here? Like he's only like that because it's caught me off guard. You just want to let me know. The first one I've had pop here in a while. Shoot. Oh, this one's gonna be harder for me to figure out because I have to get the shape just right. This is now evolved into like a house that actually has curve to it, which this is also probably one of the first times I've ever done before. So we're going to have to figure it out from scratch pretty much. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. That's all right enough though, I guess. It's gonna be a little weird. Does the shape of this look horrible? No, not really. I don't dislike it. It definitely needs to be worked on a little bit more, and it'll be better when we get like, the odd window here or there. I don't think the shape of it is a bad idea. And we'll check it from like some other angles too. Like this is fine enough because it's just a flat wall pretty much. We'll have to back up for some of these. I don't dislike it though. I mean, it's definitely going to be a lot harder, but I think it could actually like work pretty well. Like that looks bad. That is just not good. So I think a lot of it is due to the overabundance of logs here. So we're gonna maybe like cut some of these away, but we can give it another try. Yeah, it's gonna be a little weird to figure it out. I think it could be good. I gotta learn what the hell I'm doing, but I think some of these like beams need to go. Like this one here can probably go. I think I can leave this in. Maybe I should leave this one. Nah. We'll get rid of these for now, just kind of see how I like it without a whole bunch of blocks. This will be an interesting challenge. People definitely have built like houses with nice curves in them in funny block game, but I've never done that, so I got no clue. This needs to go. Need to rework this part just a little bit. Maybe like push in the logs just another block or so. Should be okay. So if we push it back to, here, will this look better? Actually, no, it needs to go to here, right? No, it needs to go out one. That's where it was before, so we're just gonna put it here. Okay, and then we put, we would have like like actual glass blocks on this part, and then the roof we would have to figure out later. But shape of this, how we doing? How does the shape look? How? That actually hurt quite a bit. That's a lot better without all those like that overabundance of logs. That was my big problem. There was I think I overdid it on the logs, but now that I've toned it down a lot more, I think it looks. Yeah, what do you think? Like that looks pretty good, right? It matches up with the landscape, so it makes enough sense kind of why it's curved, but the actual shape is like good. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it. Looking a lot better than what it was with all the logs and all that, but pretty happy with it. We'll go check it from this angle as well, but it should honestly be okay. Like this is fine, we just have like a window here at this foot or whatever, but it's reasonable enough. I don't think I have anything to be worried about. We're actually going to change a little bit. We're gonna maybe block this up. Uh, I want to block. Do I want to? Do I want to block this up or do I want to add a window? Maybe we should just add a window, honestly. I'm still trying to make sure. Yeah, we'll add a window there. Maybe block this one up, and we'll add like a window, just like a smaller window, something. There there needs to be one above the door. There's definitely going to be one here. And then obviously we have this one here, so I think we actually do have enough in place for one of them. So we'll go ahead and even these out a little bit. It would look weird to have it not connected to the wood. It would look weird having a window there with it being next to We'll have to play test that one out. I'll figure it out. This is just for the inside, just so this actually has like a wall to connect to. Putting in some other back. Good. Maybe knock these down just a little bit. Oh, it's mostly just here to look cool, but also this is where because we're planting a forest here and all that. This is where all the woodcutters are gonna live. So we'll probably put 2 to 3 villagers in here. Um, we'll have maybe we could probably even have 4. Honestly, I just don't want to overcrowd it. But I think that's enough for windows. We don't need to. But yeah, there's just gonna be basically like a couple of beds in here, a workstation. Like there's gonna be like a butcher, like singular, and then the other 3 are gonna have I don't know what I want to make them for their jobs, but there's gonna be some job site blocks scattered around in the woods as well, so it looks like they go into the woods to like go do shit. But obviously there's no like woodcutter and there's no woodcutter profession of any kind. The closest I can like justify is like stonemason, but it's really more about the drip than it is like their job. But their job does matter as well. But I think I'll have them be was I don't know is okay. Like obviously there's no stone in the woods, but because like the actual stone cutter has like a saw blade in it, could I could justify it for them like using it to cut wood and all that kind of stuff. Fletcher, that actually is a very good one. We're gonna go with that one instead because that one honestly makes a lot more sense. Oh, and I don't even have any other Fletchers. That's actually a perfect one to suggest. All right, you saved my ass there, so thank you for that. But yeah, Fletcher it is. Honestly, it makes enough sense. So we'll just we'll scatter a couple of fletching stations here and there, like 3 of them, like in these woods that we're gonna build at some point. But window, door, window, 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 probably be okay. I've got one other thing actually I wanted. Um, I'm gonna do something a little different here. So we're going to make sure we get our dirt back. But we're actually gonna put the glass here and here, and we're gonna leave this just kind of like this because I want to try adding some more. I mean, yeah, stick trade, it makes enough sense too, but mainly the drip is good and the trades actually make enough sense and the workstation itself like makes sense as well to be out here. Like the reason I was considering like stone cutters was because with the saw blade on it made enough sense. But Fletchers are probably the like perfect fit we could have for this, so good job. I could probably slam a staircase like right in here or something if I wanted a second floor. Would be just enough space for it. Close enough. It's it's close enough. I can like bring it inward a little bit here. So it'd be like stair, 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 and then this would be a slab, and then it would turn to this stair here, and then it would meet up with the actual next floor up. means I should move this up just a little bit to be better in line. I would say like woodcutter, but Fletchers are kind of already a thing, so if I would add like a custom one, I'd have to shoot, I don't even know what I would add, honestly. Like I'm like pretty content personally with enough of the trade, so I don't really have any strong opinions about it. Because they kind of hit every although it would be nice if there should be kind of one at least that I feel, and it might be a little bit weird, but it would be kind of cool to have one that traded mob drops for emeralds, or like you could buy certain mob drops from him. Because I just like the wandering trader, right? He sells gunpowder, and it doesn't seem like it's that useful of a trade. But if you're playing in peaceful or something, absolutely like critical. And even if you're not playing in peaceful, if you just don't have like a gunpowder farm yet, like when I didn't have a gunpowder farm, I bought up all the gunpowder I could from him when I wasn't able to actually have looting yet. So I think like having some kind of just I don't know what specifically, but having some kind of villager that would sell or buy certain mob drops, and more than the cleric does. I know the cleric buys rotten flesh, but come on, rotten flesh. But having some kind of villager to do that, that would buy and sell certain mob drops from you or for you or whatever, would be really useful to have if it's done in like with the right drops. Or maybe there could be one that's like a lot more into like certain like things that aren't really useful but are like certain like greenery blocks as well. So like certain foliage or things like that, which again I guess it's kind of what the wandering traders for, but I don't know. I don't really have too strong of an opinion on it either way, but having one that sold certain mob drops would be pretty useful. Not blaze rods because they're very adamant about that, but they definitely need to have like some other way to get blaze powder so you can actually beat the damn game peaceful if you want to. Because you have to like do all that other bullshit to even have a chance. So, but I think mob drops would be probably like my best one. I'd have to guess. I don't need to be anything crazy, but yeah. Well, I mean, I wonder what if you could buy stuff, I wonder what the hell they would even like buy, Like what is there to buy for, player or from the player, I should say. Like what would be a good idea for him to buy shit? Because the whole thing with the Wandering Trader is it's just completely random stuff. Like, and it's not random, but like, it's just kind of like very weird and like niche things that you wouldn't normally need, which are like extremely useful in Skyblock. So, oh yeah, duh, buying mob drops from the player would be nice, but and then of course he's got like only a limited amount he'll buy it, all that kind of good. Gotta be something else too that he'd want to buy. But I definitely do want a guy, like an actual like villager that sells like certain things, like I don't know, like certain wood something. Maybe they could sell or deal with certain wood types, like or maybe they'd repurpose. Well, the Fletcher's a Fletcher that's for arrows, but they had one that was actually a lot more dedicated to like wood, like as a whole. That could be cool. I have no more cobblestone. I need to get more. Should have a shulker box. Here, a little bit. I really saw one. Okay, already. So we're gonna pop open another chest. We got. That's a little better. And I know I have one in. Got actual cobblestone. There we. We're gonna throw this spruce sapling out in a second. Here we go. Oh, true. Yeah, especially the things like the cactus trade. Like it's honestly like, or I mean, I don't play Skyblock a whole lot, so I wouldn't really be able to say a whole. But I feel like that kind of stuff was revolutionary for Skyblock. Like it is random, but it makes sense, and it's like diverse enough to just be useful. Like I always like before I kill him, I usually just check to see what he has. So like the bucket of pufferfish, for example, right? Like it's such a weird like specific item, but every time he sells them, I always buy them up because pufferfish are just simply a pain in the ass. Otherwise, I would try and go. ton of, and I like being able to. Oh, it's been really useful to just buy it from him. We'll bulk this out. I need to bulk this out. This is more of an attic part, by the way. So we'll have like the window here, and maybe we'll have like one here. But otherwise, pretty much it. There we go. Go ahead and put these away. We got most of the structure done here for this house. I'm pretty happy. Just got the odd thing here or there. Go ahead and build this up just a little bit. Not too tall. Oh, and it could be randomized like how the Fletcher, like how the Fletcher sells arrows of weakness, or not arrows of weakness. That's the one that I usually go for. He sells like randomly like kind of enchanted arrows with random potion effects. That's the word I was kind of looking for. But the Fletcher, the Fletcher, he sells like just arrows with potion effects on them. That's honestly a really good thing to have. So having a cleric that could sell the other types would honestly be really good. Yeah, I mean it's like you can literally get every single effect out of in the game from it. I think even luck, although that might only be better. I know that was the thing. Here we want to do this. This needs to get redone. I'm trying to get some of the framework because this isn't obviously going to be cobble, it's going to be glass. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do. I don't know if it would be too tall of a I don't know, would that be too tall of a ceiling to work with? Or like too tall of a roof to where it stands out in a weird. Guess I won't really have a good way to find out, but I'd have all this be glass here, and then we just kind of match it up. So we start like bringing it inwards a little bit to match up with these blocks here, and then we would still have our what's the word I'm thinking of? And this actually has to go in. Shoot, oh, the stairs, that's what I was thinking of. Sorry about that. I blanked out on that one completely. But we would still have our stairs going and like slope into them. But and certain things like this need to be fixed, I guess. We can redo them in a little bit too. That goes there like that. And we're at a cobble again. I think I should make spruce wood and just cap off the ends here really quickly. Maybe bring it up by 1 and then cap off the ends. And we can play around with it a little bit more too when needed. But yeah, we need more cobblestone, so I'm gonna have to go through my base for that. I should have plenty though. Looks like I'm already seeing some. Yep, we got enough. Also some random emeralds that I've never actually in copper that needs to be resorted to. Looks like I'll have to go through some of these shulker box and like dye some of the new, sort some of the old. I haven't done that. I don't think it'd be too tall. So we can get away with it pretty easily, I'd have to say. And all we do is just kind of trace it around. You know, we probably make this all flat and I'm just piecing this one together as I go along, so don't include what I'm doing here. And that's alright. Don't always need a plan for everything. That is not supposed to go. I'm thinking about thinking I should probably like line some of this with wood, just so it kind of stands out a little bit more. Help it to look a little bit better. I'm actually gonna need quite a number of these. Oh, we got the Elytra on. That's good. Need to make sure to stay away from the shulker farm. Now, there is a small issue with this part here. You can kind of already see what it's going to be, but if I want to extend that wood, it's going to get over to that part, and that might not be a good idea. So it needs to be cut off here pretty quickly. This cobblestone, and there's also just a smidge down there that needs fixed. I don't have the stairs on me. Unlucky. I think if we do, I don't know. What do I want to do? If I bring all these up by 1, so if I bring all these up by 1 and then these up, and then we'll still leave the rest of the cobblestone stuff that we've done, we'll leave that in. How does this look? Let's see, how does this look? What are we doing here? It still looks fine. You know, we need to cut the corners out. I don't have too much of an issue with that, personally, so it'd be okay. This house has enough space in it to comfortably walk around. It is awesome. Here we go. Probably have all this be glass and then that part be glass and all this can stay. We can rework it a little bit later too if it's needed. It probably shouldn't be needed, but who knows. Now all that I do is just kind of follow this up. Three wide entrance. That's a little wacky, but not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Being honest, I'll have to probably make something a little bit more custom with it, but I don't think it's too terrible. I don't just want to have doors here or nothing. Yeah. It might be better to leave this part and be cobblestone or something. Yeah, I feel like I like the look of that a little bit. Well, no, it doesn't even make sense. Oh, well, cobblestone here, so what makes it so different? That's fine. Nothing too stellar, but that's all I can really think of right now, just to hold me over. But we'll go ahead and hop back on. So it looks like we've got all of our wood in place. So now that all I need to do is just kind of drag it over. So we'll go ahead and just and then this just has a solid core of cobblestone in the bag. Alright, good enough. This makes no sense yet, and it's kind of getting weird at this spot. So I'm going to have to figure something better out. Which it might look better with the when I get the stairs in, so we'll give it some time. And some slabs, we're not just gonna be using stairs. I still have no clue what the hell I'm doing. It could be worse, I guess, right? Now what do I think about this? That looks a little bit too wonky, especially that part there. Like from here, it's fine, but from pretty much any other angle, it's, you know, not as fine. And that's an issue. Like there, it's a little bit weird, so this whole thing needs to be torn down. All the cobblestone's gotta go. It's unlucky. I'm trying to make it like too tall, and it's gonna be an issue if I keep that up. So, fortunately, we're gonna have to kind of connect this up, I guess. We'll just do that. Actually, it should be okay. Actually, no, it needs to block a little. That was not the correct block. Now it looks like it's neutered. Like, come on. It's not terrible though, but I missed the actual pointy bit, and I should specify. I don't know. It's just gonna be kind of weird because this is such like an unusual shape. I don't know if there's there's actually one other thing I should probably try. And it's gonna be over here because what I think needs to happen, you know, I need to make a roof part over here now, so it has something to meet. How does this work? It should just go like that. think that makes more sense, just having like these somehow like up, you know. It's still need to work out better. At least the idea is there. Okay, I think it's actually starting to come together now. Oh, this needs to go. I think it's fine just being flat. We can half slab it up here at the top. A little bit extra height. I think the shape of the roof is at least like done, you know. I don't really think there's a whole bunch more that needs to. Or not a whole bunch. We got like the odd little bits here and there, but I think all in all, it's pretty good. You just need to add in our stairs and all that kind of extra stuff, our slabs. I think it'll look better with those in first, so we'll probably. See, what do we got? Got a nice little bit. Not enough stairs at all. Not even enough slabs either. I should definitely have used the stone cutter. It don't matter though. Had enough to spare for now. And then it's literally just a matter of going around. I think this needs to go in first. Again, I got no idea what I'm doing, but I'm starting to figure it out a little bit. And we'll add in a little bit of a variation to the weight and all too, so that way it's not just the same thing the whole way. A part like this though might benefit more from this, maybe that little edge piece. That's pretty much it, right? Gonna go see what we're working with from here. Got a nice roof to it at least. I'm did a lot better than before. I think we do need to switch out some of the wood over there because I've kind of like overdone it with some wood. Like mainly those beams that go in the middle need to be cobblestone. But other end of that beam up there needs to go too. But otherwise, the roof seems like it's pretty good. I don't have really any complaints with it, honestly, especially from this angle. It actually looks good. You might add in the odd like height variation here or there, and we might switch out some stuff. Like I think some of these need to be switched out to cobble, and actually most of this needs to be switched out to cobble. But otherwise, I think I did it. I think I built an actually good curved roof. Whoa. It looks very sketchy around the back for now. That might be a depth perception thing on my part. I don't know. Yeah, like shape wise, it's fine. It's just, I still need to definitely work on it a lot more. But the idea I think was sound enough. There's just some things that need to change. But overall, it's at least fine. Like it definitely was a lot harder than I've had to deal with before. It's a good challenge. It's good practice to actually build real stuff. So again, let's maybe get rid of some of these support beams here, like I've talked about. Replace them with cobble. There we go. It's a little better. And we need a little bit more to go. That bit. Then that looks wacky. I don't have a better option. Shoot, I think aligning this with lining this, for example, is probably what's screwing it up a little bit for me too. Well, there's not really a thought behind it being all cobblestone. It's more just to get the shape in, for right now, because I have a lot of cobble and it pairs well with, spruce logs. So for right now, all this is about is just getting the rough shape in. So later on, we might switch the cobble out with like spruce wood planks and the stairs, and we might add like a lot more variation. We'll actually probably replace the cobble with like some variation of either like deep slate, like any of the deep slate like blocks that you use in a stone cutter, or some different like stone brick stuff as well. But all this really was just to properly map out the shape of it. So like now that we've got the shape planned out, I can go get some different materials. Like I think the cobble is good for some of the walls here, but for the roof, I think that should be like its own like thing because I'll have a lot more stuff to work with if I can use the have it be something different and all that. So we're just going to go ahead and replace some of the. But I think it's at least solid for now. It's a good start. It's definitely a little bizarre, but then again, there's I've had worse ideas, so I take it. Dude, I don't like that. Maybe I should have this be more of an open balcony or something. Yeah, I think I'll try and have it. No, that's pretty fair too. I just don't like want to really use wood right now. But I suppose I could later in the future. I think we're gonna have all this be open. Um, so what I'll do is I'll add like fences, and then on these parts I'll use like fences to support it here and here as well. But we'll go ahead and get rid of this last little block. I still want there to be some like wooden supports bits here and there, but it's just been a little weird trying to that out. I think I've gotten it to be a little bit better. Then we got our front door. So we would have like you would have like fences go up there, that back corner and that corner there, and then we'd have them lined the way around. That way they can't like jump out or nothing. And then we should still be able to like have like a window where we can curve it a little bit to actually give a little bit more depth or something. But we need to go around and get rid of these extra spruce wood bits because turns out I do not like these at all. They don't quite work the way I wanted them to, so they need to. It would have been different if the whole roof was flat, but it's now no longer flat, so it's a different. So we're just gonna go ahead and produce some. You know, we can always come back and redo some things later on down. I have like a better idea in the future, but I'm trying to at least treat this like it's gonna be like one and done. So like once we really like settle on something, I shouldn't be like going back here every week to like go change something I didn't quite like. I'm trying to get a little bit more decisive with this kind of stuff. It's working out fairly well, you know. It's still just kind of first stuff that I'm working on. I've never really had to build a roof with this kind of shape before. It's a very like unusual and like curved shape, but ended up working out pretty well. Especially when I made this other part that I actually connected up to, then it just kind of like plays a lot better. And I know it's all cobblestone right now. That's just a placeholder thing until we get. We have plenty of options. We got like deep slate, like anything deep slate related already looks cool, but there's like so many different variants. There's like what the tiles, the bricks, other ones that I can't think of at the moment. There's also the cracked variants as well. And if I didn't want to use those, I could use the stone brick ones, and I could even make mossy versions of them as well. So like it, you know, it'll work out. It's just going to take a little bit more time and effort that I don't want to put in today, but it will almost certainly work out. So I'm not really too worried about it. Let's maybe do a little something like that. And that's a little better. Now for these end pieces here, we're probably going to because we'll have our window here at this part, and we'll have that be a balcony. But at the end pieces here, we need more staircases because we're going to curve it, just kind of make it look a little bit nicer. So I guess let's go ahead. Got another 56 of these. Be good. But yeah, there's like maybe a smidge of stuff here that needs to be worked on because this part here looks a little too bulky. So what we might do is just remove like, you know, the odd slab here or there, like something like that, for example, and then maybe I don't know, like redo a little bit here. We just kind of like bulge this out a little bit more. And then yeah, it would just we would just kind of leave these alone for two. But kind of once we're done with all this, all we would literally have to do is just go get better blocks, shit that looks better. And since these won't actually be seen from the outside, we can go ahead and get. So all that needs to happen now, just kind of drag this around. I need to go back and get the rest of that cobblestone. I need more. Or no, that actually might be enough. We can have like a little bit of glass up there too. But we need to go out and make sure we make some more stairs because I won't have enough. Well, actually, we need to at least. But we're just going to make a little overhang on some. Ooh, wait, hang on. I'll figure that one out later. But yeah, pretty much now we need to take some slabs and we need to kind of make this overhang just a little bit so it don't look so awkward. You pretty much just come down a little bit here. Kind of trace this whole thing around. Alright, should we... No, this needs to be top slabs, not bottom slabs. Bottom slabs look weird. Go ahead and start tracing. And we're gonna head back to the base and actually sleep for once, because I also need to hobble from. And I need to make some more slabs and all that too. But it is getting closer and closer, so not too much more left. You might switch these slabs out with stair blocks, by the way, so we'll I don't think it's terrible, at least. And we're just getting the shape in, so when we actually do come back to do the rest of the thing, where we switch all these out with deep slate or stone brick variants of stuff, what'll probably end up happening is we'll what's the thing? Oh, we'll add some variation with the height. That's the kind of word. So we're gonna add some height variation a little later down the line, just to ensure that this needs to be moved back. We actually have it here. Then honestly, we could like just do that. But we just want the shape in first, and then we can come back through this later. Mix things up a little bit. So we have a little bit of height variation in some spots, but for the most part, it'll be pretty much this exact shape. We will mix it up here. Yeah, alrighty, that's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and just put in some lighting here. Wouldn't be too much more now. I think actually that is pretty much it. So we're going to leave some of these spaces open to put in our window. Otherwise, I think we got our roof in. So let's go ahead and just kind of back it up a little bit and see what we got. That is too much of an overhang. That looks a little wacky from this angle. It might look better with different blocks, but it's almost certainly going to change. So we need to kind of scale it back a little bit with this overhang. It's really not sitting quite right with me. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. Alrighty. So we'll get rid of the slab part and we'll just leave the stair part that we finished up because that's too much overhang. It looks a little bit weird. So let's just go ahead and go through here and get rid of all the slabs, and that actually should fix it out pretty well. Now there is still a little bit over here on this side. Actually, no, there is a little bit on every side, so it's actually okay. We'll walk around under. This should fix it up a lot more, you know. Like, we still have that overhang that I wanted, but it's not as, like, profound, which it just needs a little bit. So we have, like, that tiny little section there. I think I need a little bit more. And it's a little weird with it being all cobblestone. It's kind of hard to really, like, get that depth that I want to. So I can see what the hell I'm doing better. Because it all blends together too much, so we'll have to use different shit to break it up more. But honestly, it's fine. I think. I don't know. Let's go check again. We'll head out on top of the lighthouse, see what we're working with. Already, that looks a lot nicer without as much overhang. So, like, on that flat part there, we need to kind of bulge it out a little bit to add a little bit of variation. Because that curved part looks really nice, but it's too flat on that end. So it looks a little weird. Let's kind of just a little bit closer and look at it. Yeah, it's too flat, so we need to kind of break it up a little bit. I think the overhang is fine. Definitely nothing stellar, but actually something seems to be missing, or something's different. No, these are all stairs. I guess it's just harder to tell. Oh no, something was different. It was these slabs that we still have. That was part of the house. Oh, that's why that looks weird. Okay. We do still have some half slabs that are still an issue. So we need to kind of go back through and around. Pick some stuff up. Need to go put some of it away. Put away this dirt for right now. Should be okay. Yeah, let's go check on it from this. Yeah. The shape's better, yeah. Again, on like on parts like this, we need to change things up a little. Like, we need to make this just a little bit taller. I'll see you again, Jake. Good luck out there. Oh yeah, hopefully I get my exam results tomorrow too. It should be okay. I studied enough for it, so I'm not too worried, but it definitely is a little worrying. But yeah, either way, thanks for the well wishes and have a good night. A little bit more here. That should probably help a little bit. It's gonna help when I get actual color because it is really difficult to see what the hell is going on sometimes. That looks weird from that angle. Something needs. Is that better? Seems like it. I don't. This is definitely like pretty tricky to do better. So we're gonna have to definitely come back to it a little bit later at some point. I think the shape is fine. It's just a little bit hard to get effective. It's all cobblestone. It's not exactly the prettiest thing. I think that's a lot better. And we'll go get our supports in really quickly here. Kind of show it off a little bit nicer. So what do we have? Where do we put our wood? Is it in here? It is. Alrighty. Go ahead and it should be better, right? I don't like I know I've been saying that a lot, but it is just kind of confusing to really get something that feels good. Hard to see and still not quite used to this. Let's hop down maybe a little bit more still. Should be able to see a little bit more. That is a lot better. Okay. We still have some stuff that needs to be worked on. Like I think that part's still too flat. So what we might actually do is we might replace some of these with cobblestone walls, just to add a little bit of depth and like variation to the building itself. But I think that is a huge improvement. Actually having the balcony in, and then we can fix that up there helped out a lot. Let's go check it from the other side now. And we need to use another fireworks. I'm trying to make sure I stay out of the way of these creepers here. No, shape's still looking pretty good. I don't have any complaints really, not this time around. Hey, I think we did it. I think we actually built something good. So I know it's all cobblestone. We're gonna leave the cobblestone in for the walls, but the actual stairs and the roof are going to be different. They're gonna be deep slate or something. So, oh, you can't get up here. Good know. I'll have to clear that away if I want to actually. But it's hard to really tell honestly with all this cobblestone because it's all cobblestone. But I think it is a lot better. Like we've actually gotten massively improved it. So we're gonna go ahead and maybe switch out the odd bit here and there. Cobblestone wall. I should have a couple of extras. Yeah. So mainly it's these flat parts up here I'm referring to that need. So what we'll do. Oh, and we also need to actually get back. I need to make sure all this stays lit up. Oh, a couple of things to change. I really put those slabs away at the worst time. First of all, this can get blocked up. It can get blocked up like that, and then go ahead and do some like on this part. Those are stone brick walls. Those are not cobblestone walls. We'll leave it in. Why not? Whatever. It'll help make it stand out, I guess. Just for now. We'll probably switch it out here. I don't know. I guess just, I don't know, imagine this is, not cobble, imagine if this was a cobblestone wall instead of stone brick or something. Well, you won't have to imagine here soon. Point still stands, just hang on, give me a little bit. I really miss a slab, damn. Well, we'll go ahead and actually make cobblestone walls now, but for real. And we'll go ahead and make our slabs. And we stuff away. Okay, so okay, there we go. Should be a little bit better. Let's find out. And this will probably be like glass or something. I don't know yet. Could have it just be like another balcony. It's fine for now, we'll switch that out later. Okay, so I think my heart's in the right place, but it's not quite correct yet. But it definitely is like close to being done. There's also some things we seem to be like this, gotta go. We need that. Do it again. Now this should be like actually probably technically, I don't know. Spoiler alert, no clue what I'm doing. Let's figure it out though. But there is depth. There is variation now. That's cool. I didn't have it all be the same flat piece of shit. A little bit harder to tell from this angle because it's all cobbled. So the only good angle we really have is over here where it's a little bit fading. But I think that's it actually. I think we got it. I like the depth. We need to maybe work on this like little corner bit. But I think the shape is good. I think that part's good. I think the indent part is really good as well with the cobblestone walls. So I'm probably gonna be happy with it. I don't have any other complaints with it to be. We just need to switch it out for a better palette at some point. But I think as a start, it's at least good. Obviously, it ain't the fucking best thing in the world or nothing yet, but we are gonna get there. We got stone bricks we can use. We can use cobbled deep slate. We can use blackstone if we really wanted to as well. That's another really good one. But I'm fine with whatever, like we're good. Got a good enough house done for now. Now we do have stuff that needs to be fixed up a little bit better in the future, but I've done worse, so. Oh, and one more thing actually. We are going to build this out just another block. because it's gonna look better, I can actually have my doors centered properly here, and it's gonna look better. I've said that twice, don't care though. Just gonna look a lot better. Go ahead and that. There we go. Window, window, open part here, and doors. And then we need to move the fences back a little bit, so let's go ahead and get some of those. I put them. Oh, there they are. Go ahead and put some of this old wood stuff away as well. Okay, it probably don't get too much better than that. Go take a little look at it from here. Yep, it's pretty good. That's a fairly good start. We'd have our window in there. Still leave those in as walls, but I think it's really going to help a lot more to maybe add some variation in that little part there so it's not all straight. We need to change the tiles. We need to change the whole palette for the ceiling completely with deep slate and shit. And I think that's pretty much it. So we just put in our windows and change out our roof with the deep slate equivalent, and we're good. We'll built an entire house, so that's cool. And then we just have to plant a forest over here. We'll do all this stuff next episode, by the way, so we're not going to really worry about it for right now. But we've got enough of it done with the foundation here to where I'm pretty happy. I'll clean up just a tiny little bit of like stuff like this. Because it'll also help so I can put like a half slab there, for example, and then that adds just a little bit of variation in these just talked about. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. Work. There we go. It's a little bit nice. But yeah, that's a very nice start. No, it's nothing really stellar, but you can expect the whole world at it. Considering what I've started on, I'm pretty happy with it so far. A little bit nice. So next episode, all we're gonna do is switch out the roof and put in our glass, and then do a little bit of touch-up work to make sure it looks a little bit nicer. But otherwise, we're good for now. So we're gonna go ahead and call it there for today. So to recap, we've gone ahead and completely finished the restaurant and bar. Well, the foundation of it, we're gonna switch out all the interiors and all that kind of stuff. We've gone ahead and built this entire house from scratch, and we're, update this. So I haven't gotten a whole lot done today, other than just building, but that is, you can see it on the map. It actually looks pretty good. Curves like that. Yeah, not too terrible. I'll go ahead and call it there for today. So thank you guys again for watching, and it's been almost 3 hours. That's why I feel a little bit tired, I guess. But yeah, either way, thank you guys for watching. I will be streaming again